Hi friends, you're looking at the Padlet I created for a course in my Teacher Librarian Diploma. A Padlet is a digital bulletin board that is a place you can store and pin resources that you want to be able to access in the future. It's also collaborative in that other people can pin resources to this Padlet, so I encourage any staff members, coworkers that find a great resource that they want to share it to add to this. It's a work in progress. This Padlet is for my vision for the future, which the question I was inquiring into was how can we create a library learning commons that honors Indigenous culture? You'll notice in the background of this Padlet is the First Nations Canada flag, actually created by a local Campbell River artist named Curtis Wilson, and that's him right here. The first pin I have on my Padlet is the First Peoples Principles of Learning PDF or poster. All these principles underlie the resources that I found and the library learning commons in my vision of the future that honors Indigenous culture. In my vision, the library learning commons is also a resource for teachers, so there would be great resources there for teachers to come and use for incorporating Indigenous content and culture into their classrooms. This first one is the First Nations Education Steering Committee, and on this website there are fantastic resources for teacher. This first one here under the Learning First Peoples is Authentic First Peoples Resources. You can access this PDF on the website and it tells you a massive amount of literature that is written that is authentic. There's also on this website other PDFs that are full of unit plans and lesson plans for many grades. You can get the full PDF and for incorporating authentic First Peoples content into the classroom. It's a fantastic resource and starting point, I think, for any teacher. Another way to incorporate and honor Indigenous culture in the library learning commons is to highlight local Indigenous artists. You could invite local Indigenous artists to the library to speak to students. Alternatively, you could share videos that are created by local Indigenous artists sharing their artwork and their process. I also think the library learning commons could be a place that supports teachers in planning field trips. In specific, in Campbell River, there's an amazing First Nations exhibit at our local library. Our local museum. The First Nations exhibit at the Campbell River Museum is phenomenal. Another resource I've shared are learning games. The library learning commons could be a place where there are games to be shared with students for learning purposes. There is also local Indigenous radio could be shared at the library. Here in Campbell River, we have The Raven, which is a radio station created by members of the Homalco First Nation, and it's a country music radio station, but they have a word of the day where they share words in the Ayajutham language and other phrases. Moving on, Strong Nations is a wonderful website that you can purchase Indigenous literature. It's a publishing company, and it has a strong collection of authentic Indigenous literature that could be present in the library. There's digital resources, videos of elders, community members, and knowledge keepers sharing information like harvesting cedar for cedar weaving. And so I've shared one of those videos here. There also, you can find authentic digital Indigenous literature on indigenousStorybooks.ca, and this is really neat because you can hear early reading levels being read in different Indigenous language. So you would choose your language and then you choose the story, and it it reads it in that Indigenous language. On this website, there's also authentic Indigenous literature that you can access online. I think an important part of a library learning commons that honors Indigenous culture is land acknowledgement. And I think that at various points throughout the year, it would be important that in the library a land acknowledgement is made so that students know whose land they're living and learning on, and that we show our respect and honor for those First Nations who are sharing their land with us. I think the library learning commons could also be a place for inquiry-based learning. I've included this website because it shares and showcases different case studies where schools are using inquiry to explore Indigenous content, and I think the library would be the perfect place to do this. I think the library should also include Indigenous Language. Firstvoices.com is a website that has a dictionary and different places for Indigenous communities to share their language. This would be a great thing to share with students in the library so they can hear local and other Indigenous languages being spoken. There are also virtual museum tours that you can see. Here is the Umista Cultural Society virtual tour, and it shows images of the Umista Cultural Society's living tradition exhibit. Talking circles are another way to incorporate Indigenous culture and content into the library learning commons. This is a website from School District 71 that has lessons about how to teach the significance of talking circles. There is a school in the Camp River School District already that has a storytelling area. This is another idea that I'd like to get more information on for the library learning commons. Indigenous artifacts could be shared in the library. Local language teachers could be invited to come in and teach language to the students. Guest speakers could be invited. The actual physical space of the library could be set up to allow for group work, partner work, group discussions. I think it would be fantastic if there was signage in the library with local Indigenous language on it, with English and the other language on it. Displays with Indigenous art or art created by students inspired by local Indigenous art would be a really great way for students to see Indigenous art. And on significant days like Orange Shirt Day or the National Indigenous Day, to provide resources for teachers and students with books for incorporating Indigenous content on those significant days. Anyways, I hope this explanation of my Padlet hasn't been too lengthy. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these resources, and I would love for you to share any with me that you have. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.